Here's a short story about a young husband who's kicking his wife to the curb after finding out that for some time now she's been having an emotional affair with a guy in prison. Yeah, who some way, somehow she describes as an ex, which I'm still a little curious about. You're going to see how he found this out because she left her phone behind, saw these messages back and forth with him, text messages, pictures, all sorts of stuff. And interestingly enough, there's this app that people, I guess, in minimum security prisons can use to communicate with family and friends. And there you go. And he's done. And it goes to show you guys, I'm doing this for a bunch of reasons. One, just to show you, it's amazing how a percentage of the women out there have a thing for guys in prison. Whenever you hear these stories about these guys that do these awful things and they go to prison and just how the truckloads of letters they get from women all over the country or world, it's nuts. And also, guys, yet a new app to look out for if you ever see on your wife's phone, which I'll get into in this whole story here. And naturally, get rid of them when you find this out. Titled, Wife Messaged Her Ex in Prison Through JPay. And a shout out to Jesse for sending in this story. He says, me, a 26-year-old male, and my wife, a 26-year-old female, have been married for 1.5 years and know each other for over 4 years. I found out that my wife messaged her ex-boyfriend that's in prison. The message was dated April 12th, so 2 months ago it happened, and I just found out this past Thursday. I freaked out. Not only because she was being unfaithful, but what she said, I would post the message, but for her privacy, I will not. No one deserves to be aired out like that. Regardless, I will quote pieces. Given what she's doing, she deserves to be outed. That's called controlling the narrative, and you better be prepared to do that with her family and your family and friends dealing with the court of public opinion, because that could bite you in the butt. Well, here's what I found out. I dropped her off at work one day, and she forgot her phone in the car. I searched my name that starts with J, and I saw an app called JPay, as in the letter J Pay, popped up. I was aware of this was a prisoner communication app due to her telling me about her ex in the first place, so I instantly made the connection. So I looked it up. JPay is an app that you can download from like the Google or Apple or whatever, and it's a app that facilitates people that it's for correctional facilities, prisons, and for their families, and they can communicate. So I'm guessing minimum security prison, I suppose, if they can have those. And they can transfer money, they can text, they can send pictures, video chats, and all that. And right there, it's on her phone. And yet, here's another thing, guys, watch out for. If you see JPay on your girlfriend or wife's phone, this is what it's about. Amazing. Anyway, I dropped her phone off and was speechless. I acted normal and went right back home to investigate more. We share a laptop, and I checked her email for the same app because obviously you have to make an account. I end up resetting the password to get into the account, and I see messages. What she said to him was the following. She told him that she was married to me, and she also said that she thought about him all the time. Proceed to list their favorite songs. She jams out to those songs in front of me all the time. Mention a hot air balloon ride and how she thinks of him every time she sees one because he told her when he gets out, he would take her on one. Oh, this guy wants to do more than take her on an air balloon ride. She says she always thinks about the what ifs. I assume that is what if she stayed with him. She says she will always love him and always will hold a place in her heart. Then ends the message saying that I can't have you send letters, but we can always text here through the JPay app. Talk about a stereotype. The chicks that love the jailbirds. Well, obviously it's over, and it's going to be over. But anyhow, this poor guy, 1.5 years married. This is what he discovers. But guarantee this has been going on the whole time. Obviously, she's not with the ex because he's behind bars, so she chooses this guy. But meanwhile, she's having her fun and kicks with the guy in jail. And I'm assuming if he has access to that, it's minimum security. So obviously he'll be out probably sooner or later. Yeah, that's a problem. Imagine if, like, well, you're going to see more in the story, if she says something to this guy like, well, I'm married, next thing you know, this guy comes hunting our guy down. How I feel? Gee, how do you feel? I wonder how you feel, sir. Honestly, I feel disgusted and betrayed. She told me throughout our whole relationship that she was scared for his release because she thinks he would come and hurt her and try to hurt me as well. All the special moments I've ever shared with my wife feel worthless and insignificant, and I didn't even want to look at her. Well, understandable. Yeah, well, there may be some truth in that lie. Like, obviously she's lying. Obviously he's dangerous to some capacity. He's behind bars for a reason. But maybe she's also saying that to throw him off the trail, you know? I need advice, and please, thank you guys for helping me out through this hard time. Now, it abruptly ended there, but then I'm going to go through a lot of his comments and responses. And by the way, he is done with her. But he was just so shocked he wanted to get people's opinions. But anyhow, guys, JPay. Now, more crap we got to watch out for. Look, you see it on your girlfriend's phone or wife's phone? Now you know what the heck it is. Look, Google what the icon looks like for the apps and the phones and all that. But anyhow, guys, the prison guys, it never ceases to amaze me, you know? One guy says to him, if you don't leave her, you might as well not bring it up because you staying is endorsing this. If you stay with a cheater, you deserve to be cheated on again. And he says, I already left, brother. I wasn't asking if I should stay or leave. I just came for reassurance that I wasn't tripping about how it looked. And I've been gaslit into oblivion, and honestly, I needed to hear all your comments to show me I was in the right and how I feel. I don't know how this guy would think he's not in the right. She's having a freaking fling with an ex in prison, you know? And he needs to out her what she's been saying. Another one. This guy says, downloading an app and saying we can always text here is not heat of the moment. And what heat? Were they sexting as well? Who knows? Just crazy. And he says she sent him selfies, didn't see any sexting in the messages, and heat of the moment as we had gotten into an argument. Didn't break up or anything, literally cuddled in bed with me that same night. So the same night she's texting that guy while she's cuddling in bed with her husband. One guy says, wife is having an emotional affair. She is already checked out, too, since she seems to be in love with the ex. You should confront hard. I do not know if this can be saved. Smack to the commenter. No, it can't be saved, bonehead. Because the only way she has not physically acted on this dude is in jail. But the fact that she is choosing to stay close to an ex to contact him in jail. She is willing to put you and anybody at risk for her jollies. He's in jail for a reason. Correct. I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, obviously this chick is messed up and she loves drama to kind of hint, you know, I'd be with you when you get out, but I'm with this husband, you know. And next thing you know, he's showing up at the house and she's right in the middle of all the drama and two guys fighting over, you guys follow me here. And what could potentially happen to this guy here? And there's a little more, but I'm going to get back to our guy. Our guy says, she backed down and apologized over and over again. But I just can't believe this shit. There were times she was talking to me and saying the same things as she said to him to me, trying to make me feel special. And I just don't want to get in trouble with anything. I guess I could post and cross the names out. I would really drill my point harder, like it's bad. Anyone out there reading this would lose their mind. So she's saying the same thing to Jailbird Joey as she is with this guy here. And it's amazing to me how many songs have you heard out there about making guys out to be big cheaters and liars and players and all that? I know you've heard them before. I've heard plenty. When we know who does the same damn thing, but when guys make songs or anything to that matter in regards to the fairer sex, oh, we're the freaking devil. Who hurt you, they say. Another one, this guy says, is she willing to let him go? Like actually and truly leave him in the past? If she can't answer that with 100% certainty, also follow through with her actions of not reaching out to him and prioritizing you, you have your answer. And it's best that you interest to take some time for yourself. And our guy says here, she told me that she didn't love him anymore and she was just desperate. Desperate for what? Attention? Her actions show she's totally in love with this dude. She told me she wanted this life with me and not him, but at the same time, can't shake the feeling she's lying. Of course she's lying. Her lips are moving. She called this man her soulmate. The same shit she tells me. I just can't get the thought of sweet memories I hold so close to my heart being a repeat of something she shared with him and somehow else I'm just a comparison to him. Well, what I like about the thing is he made clear as day multiple times. It's over. They're done. Thank God. So I'll be curious to see more updates on this one. So if you guys see one, let me know. I'll definitely cover it. But then again, guys, this just justifies why you have open phone policy is not unreasonable. With all the temptations out there and the ease for people to cheat, and dating apps, the apps like this, social media, all that, you know. and just, but my God, there's always something new. I never heard of JPay. Now I know. And no one's half the battle.